Hello everyone, Shle here. Today is day 5 in my vlog challenge. Today we're going to be talking about alcohol. I'm going to be giving you guys some of my history with alcohol. I'm going to let you guys know where alcohol took me, and then I'm going to let you know where I'm at it today, and hopefully you guys can take something from this. So when I was in high school, like most high school kids, all my friends were drinking. I can confidently say that on the social level, I was very naive and immature. I was not trying to do those kinds of things at that time because I was more concerned with just like being a kid, hanging out with my friends, playing football, playing basketball. I took a lot of that stuff really seriously, and I never really had the desire to drink in high school. I'm like one of the few. I remember my first experience with alcohol was with the classic UV Blue. Trauma. Mixing that stupid shit with like Mountain Dew. Oh my God. I probably didn't start like actually drinking until I was like 19, 20. I was out of high school at that point. I remember turning 21 for the first time, and it was like cool to have like the freedom to do that. But again, like I wasn't really drinking like that. I didn't really see the point of alcohol. I thought it was so gross. I thought beer was disgusting. And I know that's funny because that's like the only thing you guys know that I drink. I just didn't like the taste of it, and for me it was like, well, if I'm gonna drink this nasty shit, I might as well get something out of it. So when I was drinking with my friends, I wasn't the person that was like making a mixed drink. I would just like take 4 or 5 shots of vodka, and then I would just like go about my business. I'm like, cool, I got all the hard shit out of the way, and now I can just coast for the rest of the night and sip on my Coca-Cola. This is very foolish. I didn't really get into alcohol that seriously. You know, I wasn't really like the party kid. I wasn't really like trying to go to the club and shit like that. I started performing live for my music. That culture really changed me. If you know anything about going out to bars, pubs, shows, venues, if you're in the music scene, if you've dabbled in the music scene, if you're a photographer, videographer, a DJ, anyone who like lives that night lifestyle, it's almost impossible to not drink. And at first, it was cool to feel like included in the scene, and it like wasn't a big deal. I wasn't thinking much of it. But then it's like I'm drinking every single night I go out because I see like some of my musician friends out, and they're like, oh, what's up, Shle? Like, can I buy you a drink? Or you're done with your performance and some people want to come flatter you. So they're like, yo, I really liked your set. Can I buy you a drink? I even started doing chug contests during my performances. It was like our halftime show. Our culture revolves very heavily around alcohol and substances in general. I don't have like a history of doing that shit. I didn't do it in high school. I didn't even really do it in college. Like I started drinking in college. I started drinking beer in college. Once I started entering that nightlife, that night scene, that's when I became a drinker. And we're Brew City. Like, we're known for having alcoholics. We have the most bars per capita. Like, it's like, you get judged if you don't drink. People are like offended. They're like, what the fuck do you mean you're not gonna drink? It's like, bro, I'm not trying to self-medicate every day. Like, I wanna feel being here. I don't always wanna feel numb. We've disguised alcohol as like this cool thing that if you're awesome, like you gotta be drinking and getting drunk, and like if you're part of music, you have to be getting crunk with your friends, and like we sipping lean in the studio. We make it so fucking cool. We make numbing ourselves so fucking cool. I started to realize this when my alcohol got really bad in 2019. That was like the heaviest I've ever drank in my life. I was drinking every fucking day. When I noticed that I was drinking every day, I was like, why? I don't understand. Why am I doing this? And I was trying to reflect because it was like a pull. It was like this little tug. Like, yeah, you can have a beer, but then one leads to two leads to 3, and now I'm down a 12 pack at the studio for 6 hours, and it's like, what just happened? I started noticing that a lot, and I couldn't really identify what it was. 2019 was too busy for me to even really care. I was just go. I was working a full-time job. I was doing shows like every weekend. It felt like I went on tour that year with all the interviews, all the events, all the shows, and I was trying to go to other people's shows. I was dropping music. I was collaborating with other people. I was doing my social media. It was a lot. My girlfriend broke her ankle that year. It was just like, I didn't realize I was self-numbing until COVID hit. Because once that whole nightlife scene completely got taken from me, that's when I really wanted to drink. And I was like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Drinking is something that I've tried to limit so many times, which is why I even did the 30-day alcohol challenge back in November. People were doing like the no shave thing. I want to give up something, but I already don't fucking shave my legs because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What kind of man am I trying to impress with legs? Like, are you fucking serious? I was like, all right, I'm gonna give up alcohol for 30 days because I always find an excuse to have a drink. Always. Morning, mid-afternoon, late afternoon, nighttime. It's just like you always find a reason to drink. We fucking have some of the best Bloody Marys. Now that I've lived in Arizona, you guys, it was just criminal out there. I remember going to a brunch place. We ordered a Bloody Mary and we got it. They only had a lime slice and a lemon slice on it. And I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I asked the waiter, I was like, does it come with a chaser? And he goes, what's that? Just the disrespect. I didn't realize how spoiled we were with Bloody Marys. God damn, is that one of my favorite drinks. And I can have it for brunch. I can drink fucking vodka at 10:30 in the morning if I want to, as long as I have a fucking beef stick in the thing. It's like, yeah, whatever. I had a meal this morning. Actually, COVID made me realize that I was drinking to feel numb. I wasn't drinking because it's cool. I wasn't drinking because I'm a performer. I wasn't drinking for any other fucking reason other than not wanting to feel what I was currently feeling. I don't know. It was disappointing at first because it's like, God damn it. And then I kept making excuses for it. It was easy to because everyone encouraged me to drink. So it was something that I like couldn't let go of. It's like you feel shitty for drinking and the only way you know how to feel better from that is just to keep drinking. Like, holy shit. Like, how do you get out of that cycle? It was almost like this realization that you almost can't do anything social without drinking being involved. So then it's hard because you're trying to restrain yourself, but you are just filled with temptation. When I got back and I was really dealing with some of these like heavy emotions, I was like, Shle, I am not gonna let you fucking drink so you can fucking be numb for the next few months. I do not want to fall into the same patterns that I've been in. I fucked up at the end of the challenge. I felt really fucking bad about it. I remember texting some of my friends, shout out Lily, and she goes, you know, change isn't linear. And that has stuck with me ever since she said it. We don't have to be perfect in our progress. We just have to be trying to make progress. And that made me feel really good. Someone was like, Shle, you only had one beer for 30 days. Like, even though that wasn't the perfection that you were looking for, that's still like really fucking dope. So it was really changing my perspective on it. I'm like, yeah, like I don't have to kill it. I just gotta try. So I've been trying. So right now I especially don't drink on workout days. I try my best to buy non-alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic drinks. This one's okay. I would definitely say that Lakefront has some fire non-alcoholic beers, especially their River West Stein. I don't even realize that I'm not drinking a normal River West Stein. It's honestly one of my favorite non-alcoholic beers. So if you haven't tried it, you should. And now that I've been researching non-alcoholic beers, it's a come up right now. And it's so exciting to see that like we're trying to get off of this path that humans have been on since the inception of alcohol. Like, think about how much trauma has been caused in society because of alcohol, but we make excuses for it because we're all just trying to numb. I don't want to keep making excuses for it because I don't want to keep fucking drinking. I hate it. It makes me feel like shit. And I've stumbled this entire time trying to figure it out. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on alcohol? Do you guys struggle with alcohol? Is it something that you're working on? Are you sober? How long have you been sober? I would love to fucking know that shit. I think that stuff is so motivating. I get so geeked when people post like 3 years without alcohol. I'm just like, fuck yes. So let me know your thoughts on alcohol. Do you have a grip on your alcohol or does alcohol have a grip on you? Brew City, baby. Until next time, kids. Peace out.